Good morning, folks. Glad to have you back again, back to our streaming video Tai Chi. So, as always, welcome. Hope everybody's well. Last week we introduced the Tai Chi for Rehabilitation class. It is designed to help people overcome periods of stress and things like that, other health issues. And in doing so, it's been proven that stress helps lower our immune system. So by relieving that stress through Tai Chi, and particularly Tai Chi for rehabilitation, it hopefully will help build our immune system. Okay, let's get started. So I'll just keep an eye on the clock. Working our joints for a start, our warm-ups, so walking on the spot, opening and closing our fingers. Working our wrists, so hands floating up and down. Okay, now moving on to the rest of our joints, starting from the top and working down. So it's our neck, our shoulders, spine, hips, knees, and then our ankles. Now in the past we've probably done 2 exercises per joint and 3 reps per exercise, but because we're limited in our time, we're going to cut that down to 2 reps per exercise. So we need our feet shoulder width apart, so that means that we've got good balance. We also need good posture, so we're imagining that there's a golden thread lifting up our head, so our spine is nice and straight. Breathing in through the nose, long, slow and deep until our lungs are full, and then slowly, slowly breathing out through our nose until our lungs are empty. So getting on with our exercises, the first one for our neck. Remember, we're always looking straight ahead. In our Tai Chi, we never look up. In our warm-ups, we do put our chin down onto our chest, and that's just part of the warming up of our neck. So commencing now, the hands are going to float up to shoulder height, turn the palms in, draw the chin back, push out. As the hands go down, follow your fingers with your eyes, and your chin ends up on your chest. Stretch at the back of the neck, and then we come up. Palms in. Relax the neck as you push out and going down. Second exercise, coming up. We're going to drop our right hand down, turn the left hand around. We're going to follow that hand to the side. Come back to the front. Now change hands, so it's one up, one down, and follow to the other side. One more to each side. Moving down to our shoulders, so resting our fingers on our thigh and forward shoulder rolls. So we're thinking about our shoulder blades here, opening and closing. Now we're going backwards, so gentle squeeze as we go back. Now we're going to draw a circle with our hands, so we just widen the stance a little, make sure the knees are soft, and with our hands facing up, below the belly button, we breathe in and we go around the outside of the circle to the top, and we breathe out. Again. Feet back to shoulder width. Now picturing ourselves holding a ball. This is working our spine. So we're going to turn in the direction of the top elbow. Slowly turn. Roll the ball over and turn. Roll the ball. Now we don't turn very far, we just bring the ball in front of our leg. Roll the ball, and as we go back, in front of the other leg. Finishing where we started, now stretch of the spine. Bottom hand comes up, rolls over, pushing both hands apart. Come back down as if we're holding the ball, but we're changing sides. And stretch. You'll notice I'm not straightening my arms at all. If you straighten your arm, you're putting tension there. We want everything relaxed. And of course, if you have sore shoulders, you push out to the front instead of over the head. Give your arms a bit of a shake. Now, working our hips, so we're turning our feet out. Feet are still shoulder width apart, but we're turning our toes out. And that's to help with our balance as well. So the first movement is forward and back. The second movement is out to the side and back in again. So with our hand movements, the hands are floating up and we're transferring the weight. The hands are going down and back and we bring the heel forward. The hands forward and the foot goes back, pushing down gently on the ball of the foot. Now we step in and change sides. So it's heel forward, pushing down on the ball of the foot, and one more to each side. Now the sideward movement of the hips, so we transfer the weight as the toe goes out to the side. Hands are pushing in a corner, one straight ahead of the shoulder, the other one pushing sideways. Step in and change sides. So it's the opening up of the hip. Now moving down to our knees, so soft fists with our hands, hold them down in front of our hips, and we're going to do a lunge first, so we need to transfer the weight. The other foot comes forward, it will probably be your left. Your heel goes down, drop the toe, so it needs to be a small step. Transfer the weight and punch with the opposite hand. As the weight comes back, the hand comes back as well, and step back. Other side, so transfer the weight. Remember, small step, heel, drop the toe, lunge and punch. Last one. Now we have a toe kick. So if your balance is a little bit dicey, well then please make sure you have something near you so that you can hold on to if necessary. We're going to kick to the ground, which also gives us another point of contact, which helps a little bit. So our toes are still facing out, we have our fist, we transfer the weight, roll up onto the toe, then as we lift the knee and kick, we also punch. Lift the knee and back down. Transfer the weight, roll up onto the toe, lift the knee and kick, lift the knee, back down. Okay, moving down to our ankles. So, ladies, right palm first, left on top. If gentlemen are watching, it's the opposite, left hand first, right hand on top. So working our ankles, it's heel and toe. Other side. Now rotation of the ankle, we put our heel down and draw a smiley face. Shake the hands and the feet. Okay, now last week we were working on the rehabilitation. Before we go any further, you'll notice there's a lady missing. Lucy, unfortunately, is not allowed to join us today. We have to, because restrictions have tightened, we can only work one at a time. So, hello to Lucy out there. Rehabilitation. So last week we did about the first 3 forms. There was a lot of open and close, and each time we did open and close we thought about something different. The first one we thought about our posture, so thinking about staying up nice and tall. The second one was thinking about the energy between the palms of our hands. So when we talk about the energy, we want to feel as if there's a magnet between our hands. And that magnet is forcing us to pull our hands apart as we breathe in. Then it is also forcing us to push back together. So we want to feel the pull of the hands and the push. And that energy is in the palms of our hands. And the third one, of course, is what we talked about in our first lesson, which is our breathing. So breathing in and breathing out. Okay. We then went on to waving hands in the clouds, which instead of palms facing out, this time it was palm facing in. So just a little bit different. We'll just go over that again from the start. Let's give it a go. So our commencement position is feet together, thinking about your posture. We're looking straight ahead. Our shoulders are relaxed, our arms are just hanging by our side. We should have a little space underneath our armpit. We want to try and keep the joints open. So commencement move, we put all our weight onto our right foot. Relax the left knee, then we roll up onto the left foot, left toe, and step out. Now our feet are shoulder width apart. Our hands come up. There's contact between the palms. We sink the elbows and we soften the knees. So then we have our 3 open and closed. So breathing in, thinking about our posture. Again, thinking about the energy between your hands. And third time, thinking about your breathing in and out. Okay, so that's the first 2 moves. We then have waving hands in the clouds. We might just go over that. Excuse me for looking at the clock. It's the only way I can tell how much time I've got left. So, waving hands in the clouds, feet shoulder width apart, soft knees, and the first part is we turn to the right and our left palm is up, our right palm is down, and we're going to turn our hips. We're going to form a stop sign, change hands and turn. Stop sign, change hands and turn. So we do it 3 complete goes and we finish back on the right where we started. Bring our hands back in front for open and close. So that's another 2 forms, so it's 4 in total. We'll just practice this one together for a little while and then we'll go on and we'll learn the next one, which is a nice move. So Tai Chi for rehabilitation, commencing now. Weight on the right foot, roll up onto the left toe and step out. Hands coming up slowly, sink the elbows, soften the knees and open and close. Posture. Again, energy in the hands and breathing. Waving hands in the clouds. So turning to the right and we step with our left foot. Transfer the weight and turn. At the stop sign we step, change hands and turn. At the stop sign we step, change hands and turn. And one more. finishing on the right hand side where we started. Bring the hands back in front and open and close. Okay, we'll do that once more because time flies when, and all the people that have been in my classes know we normally have an hour, and at the end of the hour we think, well, where did it go? It just flies. So half an hour flies even quicker. So let's do that once more, and we're going to add the next form. So standing up nice and relaxed. Commencing now. All the weight on the right foot, roll up onto the left toe and step out. Hands coming up. Sink the elbows, soften the knees, and thinking about your posture. Thinking about the energy. And now the breathing. Waving hands in the clouds to the left. Bring the hands back in front and open and close. Okay, so now we'll move on to the next form, which is called Harmonizing Yin and Yang. It's a Chen movement, which is a different routine that we've done in the past. Thinking about our feet are still shoulder width apart and our knees are soft. What we're going to imagine here is that we've got something precious between the palms of our hands, and we're going to slowly carry that precious thing down in front of our left leg. At that point we're going to relax our fingers. So what we're imagining here, you'll have this flowing movement with your fingers. Our wrists actually lead the way through this movement, so as they're going down, the wrists are doing all the work, and then we relax the fingers. When I first learnt this, we imagined that our hands were like jellyfish. So the wrists were the head part, the body part, and the fingers are just its tentacles that flow along behind. So we have this gentle flowing movement with our hands. Okay, so little bit by little bit. So from this part here, slowly down in front of the left leg. Relax the hands. I'm going to turn sideways so you can just see how far my hands are down. So they're not in here next to my leg, they're still out from the body a little bit. So let's do it again. From this position here, slowly down. Once we get down in front of our leg, we relax the fingers. We're then going to, our wrists are leading the way, remember we're going to do a gentle push to the left, and then we're going to sweep across in front of the right leg. Okay, coming back here. Commencing now, slowly down. Relax the hands, pushing to the left and sweeping to the right. You'll notice that I'm only going from leg to leg, so I'm not doing great sweeping movements like this. It's very small, these movements, the movement actually comes from Dantian, which is where the energy is. So it's the energy from our Dantian that's pushing our hands. So let's do it once more and we'll move on. So slowly coming down, relax the hands. Gentle push to the left, sweep to the right. The next move is the hands are going to come up in front of the left shoulder. So the body of the jellyfish is still leading the way, our wrists, and our fingers are just following along behind. Again, commencing now. Slowly down, relax the fingers, push to the left, sweep to the right, and coming up. You'll notice our hands have been side by side all the way, from here down here, all the way our wrists are side by side. So we're coming up diagonally in front of the left shoulder, so both hands are still side by side. We've now got a tricky thing to do. We're going to roll our hands in a circle. So we slowly roll. There's different ways of thinking about it. Our hands are on the left, we can roll our fingers to the right, and then they go round, they go past, upright, and then they turn to the left. So the hands are still side by side. They're not up and down, they're still side by side. So from here, the fingers, you could also think there's a centre line on your body. So that way you don't have to think left and right. If your hands are here, we turn to the centre of your body and then we point to the outside. So different people learn in different ways. So you can think centre and to the outside, or you can think right and then left. Okay, let's do it from the start here. So commencing now, hands going down slowly. Relax the hands. Gentle push to the left. Sweep to the right. Slowly up in front of the left shoulder. Now our fingers are spinning and they're pointing to the left. Okay, at that point our weight is going to go onto our left foot. We're going to just take all the weight off our right toe and we're going to feel our hands pushing sideways. You'll notice as I push, my hands finish straight ahead, but my toe, because I've taken the weight off it, my toe goes with me. I then straighten up, put all the weight back on both feet, and open and close. So that's the form that's called Harmonizing Yin and Yang. Let's do it once more. So feet shoulder width apart, soft knees, and hands in front. Let's start with an open. Just one, and close. Now hands slowly going down in front of the left leg. Relax the hands. Gentle push to the left, sweep to the right. Now the hands are coming up in a straight line in front of the left shoulder. Fingers spin to the right, and as they point to the left, the weight moves to the left foot. Take the weight off the right toe, and as I turn, hands are straight ahead, and that's where I'm watching, but you'll notice my toe has gone with me. As I straighten up, my toe comes back, and I put weight on both feet, and open, and close. Okay, almost getting there. Let's see if we can put the whole thing together. So feet together, standing up, nice and tall, nice and relaxed. Tai Chi for rehabilitation, commencing now. So weight on the right foot, roll up onto the left toe and step out. Hands coming up slowly. Sink the elbows, soften the knees, and breathing in, thinking about your posture. This time the energy between your hands. And this time you're breathing. Waving hands to the left, so facing the right. Transfer the weight and turn. Step in. Bring the hands back in front, open and close. Harmonizing Yin and Yang, left side. Relax the fingers, pushing to the left, sweeping to the right. Up in front of the left shoulder, fingers spin. As they point to the left, the weight goes onto the left foot. There's no weight on the right toe and we turn. We then straighten up so the foot comes back, weight on both feet and open and close. Closing form, the hands go out in front, and as the hands go down, slowly, slowly straighten our legs. All the weight on the right foot, roll up onto the left toe and step in. So we're almost there. Perhaps we can just have one more go and then we'll do some cool down. So from the start, good posture, standing up nice and relaxed. Tai Chi for rehabilitation, commencing now. Waving hands to the left. That's number 3, so bring the hands back in front, open and close. Harmonizing yin and yang left side. Slowly, slowly, relax. Push, sweep, up in front of the shoulder, fingers spin, weight on the left foot and turn. Back to the front, open and close, and closing form. And that's as far as that goes for the day. Now we'll just do a little bit of our Qigong movement, our breathing, our relaxation. So we can put our hands down on our tummy and breathing in, long, slow and deep. And breathing out again, long and slow. So everybody breathing at their own rate. We can also use our hands in that open and closed position, thinking about the energy between our hands and breathing in and out. This is a very good exercise for relaxing, relieving stress and lowering blood pressure, and it has been proven. So if you're ever feeling stressed at any time, just sit down and do some of your Tai Chi breathing. You'll find it does you a lot of good. So now, cool down exercises. Soft fist, let it drop down onto our thigh. Second one, as we breathe in now, you can either grip your hands tight. There's people who have arthritis or something in their fingers that can't do that. Well, then you can reach out, stretch out, whatever's right for you. So slowly, as we breathe in, try and hold every muscle tight. Breathing in. And as you relax, breathe out. Again, if you can, up onto your toes. But if you do, very slowly, because if you come up quickly, you're very likely to put yourself off balance. If you can't, well then just have the feeling that your feet are pushing down into the floor. So breathing in and relax. Again. And relax. And one more. And relax. Gathering the chi. So breathing in. and out. Finishing with our greeting, feet together. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Just remember, we learn Tai Chi by doing it over and over again. So these videos will be still on the Facebook page. So you don't have to just do it once. You can do it many times if you like. So it's good practice, good for your relaxation and good for your health. So keep safe and stay well. Thank you. Goodbye.